According to Kabbalah, Moses was the greatest of all time. Both the prophets who came before and after. This is a pinnacle principle in Judaism and therefore Kabbalah. Kabbalah is not separate from Judaism. For those who don't know, it's actually the deepest interpretation and revelation of Judaism itself. And is the wisdom universal? Surely. The one and only is for everyone. And we're here to connect, of course, in a healthy way, in a grounded way, no skipping steps. In this week's Parasha, the brother and sister of Moses speak out against him, not necessarily in a negative way, but they question the legitimacy of him being this greatest prophet of all time, and that he separated himself from his wife because of his unique status of having a face-to-face relationship with the Creator, so to speak, that he had to be in a state of purity at all times. And therefore, he couldn't be with his wife, which for a particular period of time after one's intimacy, one is in a state of impurity, needs to go to the mikveh to purify. And so he had to stay in a constant state of purification, therefore. Miriam and Aaron both were intimate with their spouses and continued to receive prophecy. And so they said, why should Moses be any different? They questioned it because of their own lived experience. But that was the case. He was different. And so this was considered akin to, for their high stature, Lashon Hara, evil speech, in that they challenged, questioned, doubted, and spoke relative to their level ill of an individual, let alone a great, like Moses, the literal goat. And so this should be a relative lesson for us, and that, of course, we should be speaking positive. Of course, we should bite our tongue and not speak evil, first and foremost about ourselves, let alone for others. Because what happens? We are afflicted energetically. Not only is the person who speaks the ill afflicted, the person who's being spoken about is afflicted, and the person who hears it is being afflicted. This is why some commentators, like the Chafetz Chaim, would say that Lashon Hara is the worst sin, the worst of the greatest misalignment from fulfilling one's purpose, because we should see the good points in ourselves and others. We should focus on the good and discern that the bad is externality, to take away the peels from the true fruit that's within. May we merit to do so speedily and soon. All the best.